Paltrocast.
Seth, Evan, Jason, apologies on the order of the names. I don't know what the correct order of names is, but I'll first throw it to Jason.
Well, it's alphabetical, so if you could just kidding. I'm kidding.
Is that what Juan Showbiz taught you, or no? I love Juan Showbiz and the bio that he wrote on IMDb free. But anyway, Jason, two-parter for you.
I forgot about that.
How are you? And how are you taking the news that Matt Pinfield has shared the Royal Crackers clip on Twitter?
Oh, I love it. He cited the wrong network, which I thought was hilarious. But I'll say this. Matt Pinfield, Evan, remember, like, he was the nicest man I've ever met in my life. Like, it was just like, I think I showed up like a few minutes late, as I tend to do. But like, I walked in and you and Christy, our writer assistant, production assistant, like, they were just like best friends. Like, I was like, what happened? Like, in the 5 minutes that I wasn't here, like, he was so cool.
Yeah, that's by the way, which is the headline, is Matt Pinfield is in season 2 as Matt Pinfield, which we're super excited about. And when he was just like regaling us with stories of just like all the different concerts he's been to, all the people he knows, and was like, wow, this is like you spend time with Matt Pinfield and you feel like you've gotten the full Matt Pinfield experience.
He's great.
Seth, did you also grow up on 120 minutes, or is the Pinfield thing extraneous to you?
No, it's funny because, so I don't know if I think the guys know, we're having like a very small like gathering this weekend to celebrate like finishing season 2. And I was telling my wife, oh, Matt Pinfield will be there. She doesn't know who Matt Pinfield is. And I'm like,
there's no time for that.
How do you... Yeah, now I'm not like a headbangers ball guy, but like I grew up when MTV was like so cool that like it just was the culture. So I think it's telling that like she didn't know who Matt Pinfield was, and I'm losing my mind. Like, dude, Matt Pinfield, it's fucking Matt Pinfield. Anyway,
as a kid, it really did feel like it's like the network you turning on the TV and go like, tell me what is cool so that I can like take it to school with me and be cool. Like it had so much power over the culture. Like
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And then he went into a successful career in A&R, and the Killers wrote that song about him. But hey, this is not the Matt Pinfield interview. Mm-hmm. This is the Royal Crackers.
Let's make it. I'm down to talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pinfield talk.
Well, I was going to keep throwing compliments your way, and I say that between the three of you, your writing credits and producing credits and acting credits, aside from Royal Crackers, are some of my favorite shows of all time. Last Man on Earth, You're the Worst, Arrested Development, Key and Peele, etc. Now, Jason, you had previous animation experience. Seth and Evan less so, because there's more live action kind of stuff. So I'll first throw this at Jason. How long does it take to actually make an episode of Royal Crackers at this point?
Oh my God. Actually, Evan, like, what do you think?
Well, okay. So, I mean, are we talking about the writing phase too, or just like once the script is done?
Once the script is done, because we were brainwashed as kids to hear that the Simpsons episode takes 6 to 9 months because they're shipping it to Korea and then it comes back. But and then we see the South Park thing that it's a week. So we know it's somewhere between a week and 9 months.
Yeah.
South Park is definitely an anomaly.
That's an outlier. So the animatic phase, I would say, takes about, which is like, the kind of early stages, takes about a month to 6 weeks, I want to say. And then once I'd say it varies, but it's at least 3 months before or 2 to 3 months till we get it back. So overall, I'd say like 4 months per episode. And that's pre-script. That's like the writing phase obviously takes a while too. But yeah, I'd say 4 to 5 months.
And that's all happening concurrently. So all those episodes are in different states of completion at the same time?
Exactly.
You're writing episodes while some episodes are coming in from overseas. Like you're maybe writing the last episode when or the 8th episode when stuff starts coming back. You're constantly writing and doing animatics for episodes already written. It's a lot to juggle, but it's a lot of fun.
I can imagine. So who's tasked with that crazy continuity checklist of the moving parts?
Not me.
Is it Seth?
Well, no, we have production people who, I mean, yeah, like if you were like, whose job is it? It would be our producer, which in animation means something different than it means in live action. But that's really your QC, your quality control person. But then we all in less like it's our responsibility, but also we have a voice going like, of course we're making creative changes, but occasionally like, you'll go like, hey, the color's off on this, or this model of this character doesn't look right, or, the interesting thing about animation is it's like a double-edged sword. You get everything as possible. And so that creates an incredible opportunity, but also like you could endlessly tool around with something,
Got it.
It's the dream job for sure. I've always wanted to be in this position, and it's everything I've ever wanted. The thing that I think a lot of what I certainly didn't see as a kid, and what I think a lot of audiences don't kind of see is like you're so bombarded with like the logistics of something. It's like you might have a better idea of like what's there, but like there's such a short time frame that it's too late to implement that idea. You have to go around it somehow, or can we work it in this way? It's all kind of like rerouting and finding a logistic path that works for production, because there's so many limitations with the amount of time you're given. That's the challenge. That's the really, really hard part of the job. It's the not fun part of the job. You don't have all day to think on these things, and just it's all flying by, and you kind of just have to play it by ear as you go. It's hard, but a lot of fun.
Hard, but worth it to us as the viewer. And the last question before I let you all go is, what's the merchandising situation going to look like now that you're a mainstay series? You could do all the crackers and the food kind of stuff if you wanted to. You could do stuffed animals, etc. Are we getting more swag and merch from Royal Crackers in the near future?
That's up to David Zaslav.
Well, I feel like we're pitching a LaCroix partnership. Other shows have like sort of had their go at like Szechuan sauce. We definitely feel like second season, the Croy boys are making a case for themselves. Yep. Maybe in a unique flavor like Burbank or like water, especially for
I think
flavored water.
We all want to live in a world where kindergartners are showing up with their lunches in Royal Crackers lunch boxes.
Yes.
We all want that. And, we're going to make it happen.
I hope so. And I want to see Pinfield related swag in the near future. But
yeah, for sure.
In the meantime, congrats to you all on season 2. Looking forward to seasons 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll ignore the embargoes that have announced that's all happening. And congrats to you all on just so many years of great writing and producing amongst all of you.
Thank you. Thank you, Darren. That means a lot. Thank you so much.
Paltrocast.